Hello everyone and welcome to iReadit, bringing you your daily dose of the internet for Wednesday, November 15th, 2017. I am Michael Schwan.
And I'm Nathan Wood.
And please remember, everyone, you can help our show by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet. In addition, we do go live Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Alaska time on Facebook and YouTube. And if you have a story that you would like us to talk about, please send it to our subreddit, which is our iRedditcast, or in an email, which is feedback.ireddit@gmail.com. What is the face you are making?
I can't use my left hand. Well, okay, I am using my left hand, and that's the problem.
You don't need a left hand.
I do when I misspell fucking goddamn everything. No, I have my kitty cat on my lap. He's got his collar on, and he really liked being scratched underneath it. So my right hand, my dominant hand, is kind of busy at the moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I cannot take it back.
That's fine. Is he wearing the cone still?
Yeah, he is a precious flower.
Precious. Did you put the flower inside of it, or did it come with one?
Nope. He's just a flower.
Yeah, he just.
I mean, technically, we put a flower inside of it. That being him.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So everything's gonna be really awkward when it comes to me telling shit from the show notes, because I have to keep clicking over there with my left.
Why don't you just leave it open?
Because then I can't do the chat from Facebook.
Why don't you put it into two windows?
Fucking monster.
Do you know what my setup looks like?
No.
I'll take it.
I have Skype on one side, and then I have Facebook, Google, and fucking YouTube up on the other side, and I just keep clicking in between tabs. So if you do hear me clicking, it's usually because I'm clicking in between tabs.
I will see if it'll let me drop an image into the Facebook chat or something, because the setup that I have over here is ridiculous. Because I have so many windows open, so many things going on, it's insane. But beyond that, and your busy hand and all that good stuff, how is your hand? Not how is your hand?
How's my hand? My hand is very sweaty right now.
Oh, jeez.
How's my what, Michael?
How is your day?
My day's all right, aside from the fact that I'm still kind of sick.
Okay, I'm not able to drop it in the chat, so I'm just gonna.
Oh, he's so cute. He keeps trying to scratch his neck in the spot that I'm scratching to replicate him scratching it
because it feels so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and send this to you in some other spots. So work was good.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was a pretty easy day, and I got to meet some pretty literally insane people, like a person who had been committed to an insane asylum.
Yeah?
It was pretty fun. They were very, very polite and very, very nice. However, on their way out, they totally turned to a person and said, "Your phone is watching me and will continue to watch me as I leave."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty great. I enjoy it.
I sent it to you in Skype, and I'm also going to drop it as its own post on the iReddit group because, yeah, I feel like that's necessary all of a sudden.
I just need to repurpose my bedroom. I keep meaning to move my desk over there by the window.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really lazy. Like, real lazy. And I have to extend the Ethernet cord and really put it down again.
Or you could not.
I think I'm going to anyways, because I really hate this setup. But
that's fine, just as long as your crooked picture is still in the background.
If it's not, then I will take it down and I'll move it over here, because it won't be from the way it's being positioned. So I'll take it down and I'll move it over by my VHS collection so everyone can still see it.
Perfect. All right, shall we actually get into some news, because we got lots of it today.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to see if I can't actually make things function now that I dirtled on my phone for a while and got all distracted.
5.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
Failed the first button.
10.
Anti-vaxxers won't be allowed to enroll kids in school under new laws. Australia.
Doing you licking your cone. You're cute. This is submitted by Salmonhead AU to Our World News.
And basically what it is right now, it's not really a large problem in Australia. 95% of children were properly vaccinated last year. But they're wanting to basically push that number even higher, potentially, possibly. They're going to try to anyway, basically by passing a law that is called no jab, no play. And you're not allowed to go to school if you don't have proper vaccination paperwork. Because there was a lot of parents that were getting around it by just getting a doctor, a general practitioner to write it off that they either were vaccinated when they weren't, or that they had approval for one reason or another because of a serious medical condition that they didn't need to be vaccinated. And they're like, well, that's crap. If you guys aren't going to follow the rules, then we're just going to make new rules. And you actually have to go through Australia's immunization register to get this paperwork now.
I'm really happy about this because I think anti-vaxxing is really fucking dumb because vaccines do not cause autism.
Nope.
That is a spectrum that you were born into, beyond the point. No, anti-vaxxing is really dumb, and it's actually very negative.
Well, and even the health minister of Australia straight up said there's no apologies for cracking down on these doctors who do not put the health of our community first. The science is crystal clear. Vaccinations are safe and save lives.
I wish more people listen to science.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm just gonna leave that one where it is.
9.
Anonymous hackers take down over a dozen neo-Nazi sites in a new wave of attacks.
This was submitted by Adam Cannon to our technology.
So sites like CNK, KKK.net, TexasLS.org, North Carolina League of the South, Maryland LS, Texas Rebel Knights, KKK, Texas KKK. I'm not going to keep on going through all of them. Anyway, anonymous.
There's a lot of KKK and Rebel Knights and other things that involve being a knight or a grand wizard of the KKK.
Yup. And Anonymous has taken 12 of them down. At least they've made the claim that they have. All of the 12 websites that they list are not currently active. So maybe they did, maybe they didn't. It's kind of weird because it's hard to... it's anonymous. They're strange people, but they're cool sometimes.
Anonymous is very fickle.
Yeah.
They can be cool, but I feel like there's really... In Anonymous, I feel like this kind of thing would totally cause some form of civil war.
I mean...
Maybe not a civil war. Like, this is... I guess these guys were very, very hard into being Nazis. But, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the time they'll still fucking sit there and joke around about being Nazis constantly.
Yeah, I don't know. And, like, the other thing is how did you take these sites down is the other
DDoS.
thing. Maybe? But normally...
It's most likely DDoS. That is Anonymous's MO.
Is it?
Yeah, it's either that or they're hacking into it and like making it to where it's being redirected to another website.
Okay. So they're taking the charge, man.
I mean, they've taken the charge before, but they've also taken the charge in negative ways.
Yeah, they're one of those groups that you're like, I'm not sure if I like you existing or not. Sometimes you work well, and sometimes you just don't.
They were great freedom fighters, I feel like, when they initially first came out as protesters, but like... No, Anonymous is, as with everything, when people got really into it, it ruined everything.
Mm-hmm.
8.
SpaceX investment saved NASA hundreds of millions of dollars.
Why is he... Oh, I'm sorry. Shit.
Nathan is distracted by the pussy.
This was submitted by I Am Cerberus to our space.
And basically what it is that NASA made a bet, essentially, on SpaceX way back when. They made a bet in 2006 and funded a whole bunch of money into SpaceX, and that has paid off since then. They have made additional investments into SpaceX, 3 total, and basically it looks like it was a good deal for them because instead of having to build their own rocket ship, which everything in the government is expensive as all get out, they were able to invest in someone else that would allow them to use a rocket ship that they built. SpaceX Dragon connected with the International Space Station in 2012, and, I mean, it still wasn't cheap, but it saved a lot of money. And the reason why is that with the estimates that are out now, using SpaceX, it cost roughly $89,000 a kilogram of cargo to get it to the space station, where if NASA would have built it itself, it would have been $272,000 a kilogram.
God damn. I find it great that NASA saved a bunch of money because of SpaceX. I find that just utterly hilarious, and I absolutely love it. I just love science. I love science fiction, and I love how NASA and SpaceX are quickly trying to turn science fiction into science.
And it looks like if you want more information about moving to Mars, Nathan, it's going to cost you right around $100,000.
That's not so bad.
No.
I would definitely try and live on Mars, though, knowing about what you would have to do to live on Mars seems kind of shit potatoes.
And I think the biggest benefit to this investment is because the government has to go through very specific paths to get materials, to build stuff, to get approval for things, whereas private organizations have a little bit more freedom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. With NASA, they have to go through so much more bureaucratic paperwork.
Well, and just getting stuff as a government agency is so difficult. Like, you have to go through so many levels of approval, whereas I'm sure levels of approval exist within private companies as well, but it's easier since they have a similar goal, a similar directive as the company from top to bottom, whereas when you need to get approval from someone that isn't part of your agency in the government, you might as well be pulling teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Like, hey, can I spend money on this? Absolutely not. That's not money we have. But it's sitting right there.
Nope, that's not money. Nope.
Yeah, no.
7.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, working in the government, I will tell you we are constantly out of money because no one wants to pay the fucking government for their... they just don't want to pay the government money. But at the same time, like, you're expecting services that definitely, oh, hey, buddy, require money.
Yeah.
Hey.
7.
Oh, no, don't fall off.
A 13-year-old girl is not all grown up.
This is submitted by Valco to our television.
And this is in regards to everything going on surrounding the children actors of Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Finn Wolfhard and, something Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown.
There were two parts to this in terms of the outrage that people have experienced. One is that there was a 28-year-old model or something that had sent a photo to Finn Wolfhard saying, "Hey, call me in 4 years." That's
pretty creepy.
Yeah, that's what everyone else thought too. The other one is that Millie Bobby Brown was up to be labeled as one of the sexiest actresses in Hollywood.
That's also really creepy.
Yeah, that's what people thought as well. And this entire article is actually kind of like an open letter that is written by Mara Wilson. If you do not know who Mara Wilson is, have you seen the movie Matilda?
Yeah.
Matilda is Mara Wilson.
Oh, that's what's up. I have Matilda sitting over here on VHS.
And she talks about her experiences in terms of being a child actor, although she was like, it wasn't quite the same for me because I wasn't... I was kind of ugly, is essentially what she says. Which, I mean, I'm sorry.
It's kind of funny. At least you're admitting it, but
she's like, I was never called beautiful. Short, occasionally I'd get called cute, which made me uncomfortable, but I was never been there was never, even when I was 16 and 17, there was never oh, she's such a gorgeous actress. It was oh no, that's Mara Wilson. But
sorry,
she's really excited about Stranger Things and really is excited to see how well the Stranger Things actors and actresses are doing. And is not excited in terms of what has happened recently. Because after they turned 13 and 14, everyone was like, so they're people now, right?
Absolutely not. Just because you're a teenager does not mean you're people. This is a common misconception that I wish people got rid of. All right. Do not expect a teenager to do adult things. They're going to try out adult things. Do not expect a teenager to act like an adult. Because it's not going to happen.
Right.
Teenagers don't know how to act like adults yet.
No. Hell, a lot of adults don't know how to act like adults.
Fucking majority of adults don't know how to act like adults.
And so basically she was just saying why do we say this is okay? Why is this all right? It is disgusting and creepy and shouldn't be as widespread as it is, and people normalize it way too much.
Mm-hmm.
Simply because they're a famous person does not mean that they're an adult.
Mm-hmm. At least we can come forth and be like, hey, that's fucking creepy, knock it off, right? But I feel unfortunately, and I hate to say it, but it happens more towards women.
Sure does.
but it's shrugged off more for men.
Sure is.
And there's like so many problems wrong with like literally all of this, and it all needs fucking work.
I hope I didn't break anything.
And by work, I mean people need to stop being goddamn creepy towards 13-year-olds.
Well, and it's not
fucking,
even...
It's like the Jailbait song, Ted Nugent. That's fucking creepy as shit.
Well, and there are some cases that take it even farther, because there were some media outlets that had countdown clocks for when Emma Watson turned 18.
Yep. Not only her, there was also ones for, I believe there was ones for Dakota Fanning,
The
as
Olsen
well
twins.
as,
The Olsen twins.
what?
The Olsen twins.
Yeah, I can't remember her name. She played Hit Girl, and she played the vampire in Let the Right One In.
Don't know. I know who you're talking about.
I'm sorry. In the American remake, it's called Let Me In.
I don't
Chloe
know.
Grace Moretz.
Sure.
Great actresses. Fantastic children actors. Should not anywhere near be sexualized when you're a child.
No.
All right.
So, quit it. Please?
Mm-hmm.
Stop being creepy. It's just a thought. Suggestion?
Yeah.
Strong suggestion?
Very strong suggestion.
6.
Salt Lake City jogger stabs man who groped her during morning run.
This was submitted by Booker DeWitt's Carbine to our news.
Yeah, this happened Friday morning. A woman was just jogging along in Salt Lake City when some dude at around 6 a.m. ran up and groped her, and she had a knife and turned around and stabbed him repeatedly.
Good.
He then ran off, and she promptly called the police, and they're trying to find the guy who, hasn't turned into a hospital yet. So,
Wow. How many times did she stab him, does it say?
she doesn't know. She knows that she got him at least in the arm and at least once in the chest.
Some good shots there. That's definitely a deterrent.
Yeah, it is.
And apparently she chased him down the street, and then he hopped on a bus. Shouldn't there be, like, footage on the bus?
Maybe? I don't know. Do all buses have cameras now?
I feel like they do.
I mean, Alaska
Especially in
does.
Salt Lake City.
I don't know, man.
That's like the capital of Utah. It is Utah.
It is the capital of Utah.
I don't know. I feel like they would at least have that.
Maybe. I don't know. But good on her.
And then as far as Joseph McLaughlin's question in the chat, doesn't the Teen Choice Awards do something like Hottest Actress or something? The Teen Choice Awards, Hottest Actress is different. Well, it's supposed to be different because it's teens choosing who the hottest actress is. It's not people choosing who the hottest teen actress is.
Yeah, it's not like 43-year-old dudes tweeting about how good someone looked in a particular performance or how they showed up to an award ceremony.
Right, at least that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know. I don't watch the Teen's Choice Awards.
I don't either. I don't watch any award show, even ones
Not
that I
since
care
that
about.
shit was on Nickelodeon.
5.
Surgeons repair spina bifida and fetus for first time in Canada.
This was submitted by Corruption to Our Uplifting News.
This is not the person that I would have expected to submit this, just based on name alone.
Corruption.
So, spina bifida is when the baby is developing as a fetus, that the spinal cord isn't where it's supposed to be. It creates a little bubble outside their back, and then the spinal cord can end up getting in contact with the what is the fluid called in there?
Spinal fluid?
Nope, not the spinal fluid. The fluid that's around the baby.
It's not the placenta.
Amniotic
that's
fluid. That's it.
I don't know what
Amniotic.
the name of the sac is, or the stuff inside the sac.
Amniotic, Nathan. That's the word I was looking for.
Where the fuck is Tim?
Not here. Probably busy doing doctor stuff.
Damn it! Why are you so successful?
Right, jerk? In any case, if it does get in contact with that amniotic fluid, then that's acidic, and then that ends up being real bad for the spine. The spinal cord can end up shortening out some nerves, which almost guaranteed leads to some level of paralysis. They end up needing to put shunts in the baby, into the person at some point in time, so that they can live somewhat of a normal life. And
how long is this going to extend her life?
Well,
This is trying to normalize her, right?
That's it. People can live very long times when they suffered from spina bifida. The difference is that normally they'll be like paralyzed from the leg down or like from the chest down even. They normally aren't able to live lives without assistance, whereas we are able to fix it if we catch it early enough. And this is a surgery
Wow, me and that baby have something in common.
What's that?
Well, it was going to be a joke about what you had just said, needing someone to assist you in living, but in actuality, it's the cesarean section. We're both cesarean sections.
That's fair. So with lost my train of thought. The United States has been performing this surgery. It's an in utero surgery. While the baby was still in the mom, they cut the mom open, go in there, do the surgery, and then close everything back up. We've been doing it for a while in the United States, but there wasn't any available in Canada, so this family was like, well, I guess we're going to have to go to the United States to get this surgery done. And a group of Canadian surgeons was like, no, I think we can do it. We've done in utero surgeries before. We can do this one too. You sure? Yes.
Absolutely.
And they did it, and it worked, and it's great. And so the baby has been born. She's doing quite well. She seems to have full movement. She's recovering greatly, and hopefully she'll live a very long, happy life.
I hope so. I like to see stuff like this. This is medical progression. This is progression of science. Science!
Science is truly...
Science be praised.
The best.
4.
60 Russian payments, quote, to finance election campaign of 2016.
This is submitted by Too Big to Fail to our politics.
So, first off, I'm just going to give everyone the heads up. This is a BuzzFeed article. Just right there. I'm just going to give that right at the front. There have been 60 money transfers sent by the Russian Foreign Ministry to embassies around the globe, which were all transferred by Citibank. And on every single one of those payments, totaling $380,000, the memo on it was to finance the election campaign of 2016.
Okay. Well, that's quite a bit of transactions. But, like, were they regularly scheduled transactions? Is there a set timeline?
Not that we can find. This is just another piece of information that is coming out as part of the special investigation.
How do you feel about this?
Well, so they sent it to a lot of places. It was $30,000 that was sent to the American Embassy in Washington. And Citibank, and they were all conducted by Citibank. Citibank has launched a review into the other transfers. But the other thing is like I don't know enough about what an embassy can do. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm unsure what an embassy can do either. I'm just an ignorant dude.
I mean, because there is, I don't know, my brain is taking me to a very strange place all of a sudden, whereas, like, you know what, it might be kind of okay if other countries said how they felt about candidates. I mean, Americans do it all the time.
That's fair. But Americans are fucking dickheads.
So, you know, I don't know. I mean, I want more information. This is really just people excited that there's something.
I want something that's not from BuzzFeed.
Yeah, right. I want something not from BuzzFeed. Or just something more. Like, basically what we need now is to see what this, like, the memo said this is for the election campaign of 2016. What did that go to, though? Where was this $30,000 spent?
That's really fair. Like, what did they purchase, essentially?
And Citibank, following its own internal investigation, found 650 transactions that they marked suspicious, which ranged from November to March of 2013 to 2017.
Wow. That's 4 years, isn't it?
Yeah. So
that's fucking insane.
I don't know. There's not enough information right now to really know. The FBI and congressional investigators are inspecting all of those transactions because, well, everything is just being gone over with a fine-tooth comb right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, hopefully not BuzzFeed. Give me something more tangible.
Poor BuzzFeed.
3.
Founder of Florida's biggest megachurch accused of molesting a 4-year-old.
This was submitted by Insurgentic to our news.
Yeah. So this is about Bob Coy, and if that name sounds familiar to you at all, Bob Coy flounded. Well, I mean, he did kind of flounder. He founded one of the largest megachurches in Florida, which name escapes me. The Calvary Chapel in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's a 25,000 member powerhouse. But he was forced to resign from that in April of 2014 after admitting to multiple affairs and a pornography addiction. He stepped away from the ministry. He sold his house. He divorced his wife. And, well, in recent times, in regards to all of the excitement going around about the Me Too movement and everyone just wanting to get their case out there because it's a time to expose all the gross bad people, apparently he did something even worse.
Yeah, I would say that's absolutely worse.
For apparently several years, actually.
Yeah, it says from when she was 4 until she was a teenager.
Yep.
That's more than several years.
I mean,
that is a distinct portion of someone's life.
Yep. So that's being looked into now.
Yeah, I hope so, because that's fucked up beyond all recognition. Like, how do you bring yourself to do that to another fucking person, let alone a child?
Because you're really, really fucked up.
Yeah, no, that is really fucked up. I hope not only is he fucking arrested and thrown in jail, but I hope he's also excommunicated from every fucking church imaginable, including the Church of Scientology, who is actively trying to hide disgusting, very aggressive rape cases.
2.
North Korea sentences Trump to death for insulting Kim Jong-un.
Whoa, this is submitted by Joseph Brown 2000 to Our World News. What the fuck?
And my first thought was like, is that a threat? Is that, like, pretty sure that's a threat. It's not. Not necessarily, because it's not Kim Jong-un himself that is sentenced President of the United States, Donald Trump, to death. It is a newspaper in North Korea that is sentencing him to death. And he's been sentenced to death by the Korean people, not by the Korean government.
Sure, it's not an official thing.
Official.
I guarantee all those Korean people don't care.
Yeah, most of the actual populace probably doesn't care. And this is in response.
I bet they'll care now that they're fucking getting words put in their mouth.
They probably might not even know.
I mean, it's not like they're going to speak up about it, but...
Yeah, because they're not allowed to.
They'll die.
I don't even know. Like... I feel like everything they do just gets a little more ridiculous.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And this is all because President Donald Trump allegedly called Kim Jong-un short and fat.
I mean, if they're going to do that, then like they're going to have to do that for literally all of America.
Yeah.
I will say it right now. If any North Korean official is hearing me, I'm in Alaska, and Kim Jong-un is short and fat.
Dead.
Please.
Nathan, please.
1.
Cards Against Humanity buys plot of land on U.S.-Mexico border to block border wall.
This is submitted by Bammerice to Our Politics.
Cards Against Humanity is hilarious.
That's amazing.
So
they're so fucking... The entire company is a fucking national treasure. They're so goddamn hilarious.
They bought a plot of vacant land on the border of the United States and Mexico, and have also retained a law firm that specializes in eminent domain to make it as time-consuming and as expensive as possible to make sure the wall doesn't get built.
That's amazing.
One of my favorite things about this, so they have an entire page called Cards Against Humanity Saves America.
That's so fucking amazing.
And if you give them $15, they will send you 6 presents throughout December as holiday surprises.
I'm signing up for that as soon as this is over.
You can't. It's sold out.
Damn!
They sold out in hours. Their statement is, Donald Trump is a preposterous golem who is afraid of Mexicans. He is so afraid that he wants to build a $20 billion wall that everyone knows will accomplish nothing. So we've purchased a plot of land on the border and retained a law firm specializing in eminent domain to make it as time-consuming and expensive as possible for the wall to get built. On day one, all Cards Against Humanity Saves America recipients will get an illustrated map of the land, a certificate of our promise to fight the wall, some new cards, and a few other surprises. But the real gold in this is how hard they're going on this. Because, like, most companies right now are like, I don't want to get involved. I want to distance myself from any controversy at all. They have a frequently asked questions page. What is this? Well, this is our holiday promotion. Cards Against Humanity Saves America. You pay us $15 right now, and we'll send you 6 surprises in December. What are the 6 surprises? The nature of a surprise is that it surprises you when it occurred. What are you saving America from? Oh, injustice, lies, racism, the whole enchilada. You said you weren't going to do one of those complicated holiday promotions again. Well, we're liars, just like the president.
Oh!
I don't like that you're getting political. Why don't you just stick to card games? Well, why don't you just stick to seeing how many Hot Wheel cars you can fit up your asshole? That is their official response.
I love Cards Against Humanity.
When will I receive my gifts? Throughout the month of December, you will receive a veritable bukkake of surprises. Get ready.
A veritable bukkake of surprises.
I don't live in the United States or Canada. Can I still sign up? No. This is Cards Against Humanity Saves America.
Well, I just want to say, bukkakes are never a surprise. You'll always see them coming.
Not Cards Against Humanity Saves the dumb country you live in.
That was a pun.
I'd like to cancel my order. We'd like to cancel the 2016 election, but neither of us are going to get what we want.
Oh, dude.
Can I give this as a gift? Sure, just put their address instead of yours. We won't tell them it's from you.
I fucking absolutely love this.
There's a few others, but I got through the ones that I thought were funny.
I made a pun. Hit the pun button.
Oh, God.
It's a pun!
Thank you.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
I was just trying to let it pass by.
It was my first pun of the entire day.
Yeah, but it was bad.
It was great.
All right, well.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
USA Today warns people to be aware of AR-15s armed with chainsaws.
This is submitted by Chadwick via email.
I saw this. It's hilarious. So, this was talking about the shootings in Texas. And they showed, because he had it wasn't even an AR-15.
Oh, I've seen the memes for this.
Yeah, it wasn't even an AR-15. It was an AR-553. But the possible modifications, like they showed a lot of the normal ones, right? You know, like you can put the little grenade launcher attachment on the bottom, which, okay. You know, like the lights and the bump stock and the sights. But one of the things they showed in their graphic was attaching a chainsaw bayonet to the bottom.
I'm just saying, you gotta be careful. Like, chainsaw bayonets are real. I've played
Gears of War?
Gears of War.
It
needs to be fucking standard issue.
Where did it come from? I don't think you can actually get a chainsaw bayonet attached to an AR-15.
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna look this up.
Like, can you? Like,
for sale.
AR-15 chainsaw bayonet.
Zombie X Chainsaw Bayonet by Coyote Brown. Contact us to order.
You technically can, but...
Yes. The Chainsaw Bayonet is $800, and it comes with a very nice detailed Zombie X logo on the side.
I see that.
It is a Zombie X Chainsaw Bayonet with QD pick rail mount, 20 volt. That is 20 volts, and it includes batteries. A charger, a t-shirt, a bumper sticker, and free shipping to the lower 48.
Yep.
So you can absolutely get a chainsaw bayonet.
Right. I need another one.
I'm not dead!
Clearwater Beach man facing eviction over emotional support squirrel.
This is submitted by Chadwick again via email.
Yep, so this is a Clearwater Beach resident that is fighting to keep his emotional support squirrel that lives with him at Island Walk condominiums. He rescued the squirrel after Hurricane Matthew, which was last year, And he has got very attached to the squirrel ever since, including getting a doctor to sign off as it being an emotional support animal as of July, and has the animal registered. But they're saying that you are not allowed to have exotic pets in the condominium, and that he never informed them, so he needs to get out.
Okay. Sure. I think that's some bullshit because, you know, I feel like emotional support animals should be allowed. Sure. I also think squirrels when domesticated, aren't anywhere near as bad as people think, just like how rats aren't anywhere near as bad as people think when domesticated.
I'm also confused by some of the things that people will label as, like, exotic pets. Like a squirrel, it may be an uncommon pet, but I wouldn't call it exotic.
No. I mean, I can understand, like, a sloth.
Sloth is a bit
certain
exotic.
Types of parrots are exotic.
Like, what would I actually consider exotic? Like, I don't know, like a tiger. Yeah, tiger's pretty exotic.
I would say sloth is exotic.
Sloth's pretty exotic. Like
peacocks.
Peacocks. Koalas.
Anything that you're spending an assload of money that is questionably legal.
Like, there's several types of fish. Like, I can think of, like, manta rays.
Yeah. There's a load of fish, but I don't know, man.
Jedwick says you don't exactly see models posing with squirrels.
Squirrel girl?
Yeah, right. Oh, man.
Who's playing Squirrel Girl?
I know Anna Kendrick said she wanted to.
I'm going to look up Squirrel Girl actress, because I don't think it's Anna Kendrick. Milana Vaintrub, from This Is Us and AT&T commercials.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And it is a live-action freeform series. If you don't know what freeform is, it is essentially indie television, and they try to do more mainstream things like New Warriors or Shadowhunters, and they end up not being that great.
Joe says that you are an exotic pet.
I am not a pet. Because nobody is paying for me and feeding me.
Unfortunately. Hey, Nathan.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me!
What did you care about in the last 24 hours?
You know, a lot of things, but we're going to disregard all of those things to talk more about fucking EA.
I figured. Like, I keep on finding them, and I'm like, well, this is something that Nathan cares about.
Dude, EA is shooting themselves so hard, and it's not even in the foot. They're shooting themselves in the fucking brain.
Yeah, right up in the face, straight through the roof of the mouth, out the back of the skull.
All right, so this is the best shower thought ever. If EA suffers big enough losses from the backlash of Battlefront 2, and it all started because some guy didn't unlock Vader, this will be the second time Anakin brought balance to something.
Good job, Anakin. You're still terrible in every way.
Unlocking everything in Battlefront 2 requires 4,528 hours or $2,100.
That hurts me. It hurts me
so bad. You are literally buying a game that you will never complete unless you spend hours or fucking grands on.
Like, I have spent, like, okay, so, like, the closest comparison I have is League of Legends. I have played League of Legends for 8 years, and in that time, I have spent approximately $1,500 and played approximately 2,000 hours. So, yeah. In 8 years of a game that I have played pretty damn religiously, I would only be halfway there in Battlefront 2, and I'd be about $600 away.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess insane. Combined, I would probably have everything unlocked.
Not only that, all right. Not only did they reduce the amount of credits you get per game or anything, there is a 3-hour arcade cooldown time on credits being earned.
Yep. Once you've earned a certain amount of credits in arcade mode, you're not allowed to get more from that mode for 3 hours. So yeah. Not only that, but you have to play the way they want, not the way you want, in order to unlock stuff.
Yeah, it's absolute bullshit. That being said, StarCraft is destroying EA on Twitter.
I mean, they sent out a few tweets. I wouldn't say destroying, but it was pretty good.
They had a video about it, didn't they? I swear I saw Zach post a video yesterday, and I swear I watched it.
But basically, StarCraft said that, number of hours before you can play any co-op commander in StarCraft? 0. Number of hours it takes to earn the full StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty campaign? 0.
That being said, that's just because StarCraft 2 recently came out as free-to-play.
Yeah, but even then, before then, it was only like $30.
Yeah, it was really cheap, and you still
everything.
got everything.
Matthew Whiting in the chat room says, let's talk about Call of Duty World War II. It's garbage. There we go. We talked about it.
I haven't gotten to play it yet. I'm trying to save my reserves for how I feel about that game. I know Matthew's brother Michael has it, and he's the other white Mike. He's supposed to be coming over sometime again to play Call of Duty, but we were going to play Call of Duty Black Ops 2 because we spent hours on that game when it was really big. So maybe when he comes over, if he doesn't already own World War II, I'll go purchase it and we'll see how it is.
It's really bad.
Is it?
Yes.
Like, why is it really bad? Is it really bad because it's a Call of Duty game, or is it really bad because it's broken mechanics?
Broken mechanics, mostly. So, like, I played Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, and I thought they were all really good games.
I wouldn't say Black Ops 3 was a really good game. I'd say it was an alright game.
It was decent, but I would play it over this. And
I would play fucking Modern Warfare 1 all fucking day again.
Well, I mean, the remastered version is out. You can buy it on its own.
I know I can, but I haven't gotten around.
Okay. Anyway, for a quick rundown of why Call of Duty World War II is terrible, I don't understand how the franchise that damn near like modernized first-person shooters could have so bad of gunplay. Like, it doesn't feel good at all. It feels real rigid, unnatural.
I'm sorry, I did get to play a little bit of it because Brendan came over and he sat me down and played 2 games of zombies. The new zombies mode, pretty dope. It's pretty legit. The guns that I was playing, I don't know if it was the controller or if it's the game, but when I was like trying to not just quick scope, but like do iron sights, the iron sights seem kind of jerky. They
suck. And then as for like the actual PvP multiplayer side of things, it is 6v6 at maximum. The maps are super tiny and they don't have dedicated servers, so you're connecting to a host.
Oh, no!
So real bad.
That's so fucking bad. Why would you do that in a game like that?
And from what I can tell, the gunplay is actually just, for PC anyway, is a really bad port of the console version, so it feels like console controls.
Ew.
And so
I don't know. I feel like Call of Duty really cared for console more than PC anyways.
That doesn't mean you have to do it wrong.
That's fair.
But I'm sure the zombies mode is good, but I'm not going to pay $60 just for zombies.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. I'd pay $60 just for zombies if that was the only thing on the disc and it came with like 10 different modes of zombies.
Not only just 10 different modes of zombies, but like just more content for zombies that aren't just modes.
So the thing I cared about in the last 24 hours is that Get Out has been labeled a comedy according to the Golden Globes.
I want to point out the Golden Globes has done shit like this before.
It's true.
A lot of the time, it's not the Golden Globes that are choosing what to put your movie in. It's the producers who are trying to elect their video to be in certain areas.
Yeah, it is
So the producers for Get Out elected it to be a comedy. And a lot of the time people do that because comedy is one of the easiest ways to win an award.
Yeah, and well, it's not just comedy, because there's that category is always strange because it is the comedy and musical category, which are strange that they're placed in the same thing. And also, some of the weirdest stuff gets put in there, considering The Martian was in there and won last year.
Yep. Which, I mean, you can argue that it's a comedy because the definition of comedy is like, if I can remember it correctly, it's a great exaggeration of a real life either event or person or thing.
No. I mean, and Get Out is it has funny moments in it, especially because it came from Jordan Peele. But at the same time, it is a horror film that is meant to outline the horrible racial injustice that happens in America. Comedy. It's fine.
Oh, I guess I was wrong. I guess initially it was meant to characterize in satirical tone, depicting, characters ultimately triumphing over adversity. But it comes down to like trying to separate a comedy and a satire.
Sure.
Because I would say that there are satirical elements to Get Out, but maybe like there's probably several jokes in it, but it's probably not more considered a comedy than it is like I wouldn't even really consider it a dark comedy, though I haven't technically seen it.
So that's
but the problem with horror is that horror is so subjective.
Sure.
Like, yeah, you can make it objective by saying, this movie scared the most people, but you can do that for literally anything.
Joseph, spoiler, black guy dies first.
Thanks for fucking spoiling that. The thing about horror, though, and I will preach this constantly when talking about horror, is the most effective horror, the best horror, is specialized horror that are targeting things. Get Out targeted black lives, like black people, how they live their life, the hardships that they've gone through. So for a black person, Get Out was probably a lot more scary than it was for a white person.
Probably, yeah.
So I just... Horror is an interesting field. I would spend... If I can... Oh, I technically can.
What?
Oh. I was going to say, if I can spend hours researching horror and just do that for a living, I would. But, I technically can. I just have to really get at it.
All right. Well, let's get out of here, everybody.
I have to either really get at it or get out.
We will... God damn.
It's a pun.
All right.
I'm sorry, was my joke horrible?
It's a pun.
All right, you get to close the show now. I'm done. Goodbye.
Okay, so you can connect with us on our Patreon if you wanted to donate to us because, we're fucking awesome and we make you guys goddamn laugh, though we're not considered a comedy. Most of the time we are considered a goddamn tragedy. Our website is Mjolnir Media, or Mjolnir.media/iReadit for our specific iReadit one. By the way, our Patreon is patreon.com/dailyinternet. You can leave us a article that you want us to talk about on our subreddit at reddit.com/r/iReaditcast, or you can email us at feedback.ireddit@gmail.com. We read those every day, as you can see by Chadwick popping up recently. We also have a voicemail if you wanted to leave us a voicemail, and that is 508-738-2278. You can come follow us on Instagram because we are goddamn Instagram savvy, and that is instagram.com/iReaditcast. You can come see my tweets that I personally tweet out on Twitter at twitter.com/iReaditcast. About slightly less than half of them are funny, I would say, but I'm very critical of myself. You can come see us live on Facebook if you aren't already at facebook.com/iReadit. And you can also view us on YouTube at youtube.com/channel/a long string of letters. Just look up iReadit. We don't have enough viewers on YouTube to get a personalized little URL, but you guys can definitely help us with that. If you're not going to donate to us, come and leave a 5-star review on literally anywhere that you can leave us a 5-star review for us, because that helps us immensely. That might even help us more than the donation. Thank you for donating your time, everyone.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You can find Schwan at Schwan Michael, pretty much fucking everywhere. And you can find me at Bimmenstein pretty much everywhere except for on Steam for right now. I am Trilbo Swaggins.
Trilbo Swaggins. All right,
play
everybody.
video games with me.
That is your 384th dose of the internet. I am Michael Schwan.
And I'm Nathan Wood.
And please remember, everybody.
You make me sad.
Yep. All right. Bye.
Bye.